Have you ever pondered where the samurai phenomenon started? Let's journey back to ancient Japan, a land of mystique and intrigue. The origins of these legendary warriors trace back to Japan's tumultuous Heian period around the 10th century. The emperor, losing grip on the provinces, needed a new class of soldiers, guardians of peace and order. Thus the samurai, or those who serve, came into existence. These warriors were more than mere soldiers. They were the epitome of discipline and honor, bound by an unwritten code known as Bushido, or the Way of the Warrior. This code, passed down through generations, was the heart and soul of the samurai. It encompassed virtues like loyalty, martial arts mastery, and seppuku, the act of taking one's own life in the face of dishonor. But the samurai weren't born with these virtues. They were painstakingly ingrained into them through an arduous journey of training and discipline. As young as 7, boys of samurai lineage were sent to train in the households of relatives or tutors. There they learned martial arts, literature, and the subtleties of the Bushido. Over the centuries, as Japan transitioned from one era to another, the samurai adapted. The Bushido, initially an unwritten code, was formalized during the peaceful Edo period in the 17th century. Samurai transformed from warriors to bureaucrats, their swords becoming more symbolic than practical. Yet through all these changes, one thing remained constant: the spirit of the samurai. Their unwavering dedication, their indomitable courage, and their uncompromising sense of duty have left an indelible mark on Japanese culture. Thus, the samurai were born, their code etched in the annals of history. From the turbulent Heian period to the peaceful Edo era, they evolved, but their spirit remained unbroken. Today they stand as a testament to Japan's rich history, a beacon of honor and discipline in a world that often forgets the importance of these virtues. Imagine a training regimen so grueling it makes your gym routine look like child's play. Welcome to the world of the samurai, where training was not just about physical strength, but also about mental discipline and spiritual growth. It's where the art of archery was not just about hitting the target, but also about controlling one's breathing. It's a place where the sword was not just a weapon, but an extension of one's soul. Picture this: you're a young samurai trainee, and it's 4 in the morning. You're not hitting the snooze button on your alarm. Nope, you're hitting a wooden post with a bamboo stick 1,000 times over. And what's for breakfast? A hearty feast of meditation and martial arts. And did we mention the tea ceremony? Yes, the ceremonial preparation and presentation of matcha, a powdered green tea, an exercise in patience, focus, and humility. It's not just about making tea, it's about making peace with oneself. And that, my friends, is how you become a samurai, or not. What's a samurai without his trusty katana, right? Now, let's dive into the mystique of this iconic blade. The katana, a sword that has become synonymous with the samurai, is a masterpiece of ancient craftsmanship. But it's not just about the sharpness, it's about the balance, the weight, and the sheer elegance of the weapon. Each katana was painstakingly crafted by skilled artisans who spent countless hours folding and hammering the steel to perfection. The blade was then polished and sharpened to a razor's edge, capable of slicing through silk and bone with equal ease. But it wasn't just a weapon for the samurai. It was a symbol of their honor, their duty, and their soul. One might say the bond between a samurai and his katana was akin to a lifelong romance. There are anecdotes of samurais speaking to their blades, cherishing them like a beloved partner. One particularly humorous tale tells of a samurai who, upon losing his katana, spent an entire night lamenting his loss, only to find it resting in a nearby field the next morning. The katana was more than a tool. It was an extension of the samurai himself. It was a reflection of his discipline, his courage, and his commitment to the way of the warrior. The katana was not merely held, it was wielded with a sense of purpose, a sense of duty, and a sense of honor. So, remember folks, a samurai and his katana, it's a match made in smithing heaven. Ever heard of a samurai without a master? Meet the Ronin. These rogue warriors were samurais who, for one reason or another, found themselves without a master. A masterless existence was not a chosen lifestyle, but rather a circumstance thrust upon them due to the death of their master or the dissolution of their clan. Now, you'd think that being a Ronin was a grim fate, but they had their fair share of adventures. Picture this, a samurai, unbound by any lord's command, wandering the land, sword at the ready. It's the stuff of legends, isn't it? There are countless tales of Ronin turning into mercenaries, bodyguards, or even criminals. Some of them even became folk heroes, their tales recounted with a blend of awe and humour. The Ronin, living by their own rules, were the rebels of their time. Their stories remind us that even in the structured world of the samurai, rebels have more fun. From Hollywood blockbusters to manga pages, the samurai have taken the world by storm. With their iconic armor and legendary katanas, these warriors have effortlessly slipped into the realms of pop culture. Hollywood samurai are often portrayed as invincible, brooding heroes, slicing through opponents as if they were made of butter. But let's not forget the samurai of anime, where their swords can slice through dimensions and their hairdos defy the laws of physics. Literature too has had its fair share of samurai sagas, from historical novels to fantasy epics where samurais battle dragons and demons. But how accurate are these depictions? Well, the real samurai probably wouldn't win a hairstyling contest, and their swords, while sharp, couldn't slice through space-time. Yet the spirit of the samurai, their discipline and their code of honor resonate through these portrayals, reminding us of their enduring legacy. And that's how the samurai swapped their real armor for the celluloid kind. But even the mightiest warriors faced the inevitable sunset. The samurai were no exception. With the Meiji Restoration in the late 19th century, societal shifts and Western influence led to their decline. The samurai class dissolved, their swords replaced by pens as many became bureaucrats and scholars. Yet their indomitable spirit endured. Some samurais, like Sakamoto Ryoma, even played pivotal roles in ushering in a new chapter of modern Japan. As the samurai faded, a new era dawned in Japanese history. But as they say, legends never truly die. The samurai spirit, steadfast and unyielding, has left an indelible mark on contemporary Japan. It's seen in the meticulous care for detail, the relentless pursuit of perfection, and the deep respect for tradition. But here's a fun twist. Did you know that the precision and artistry involved in sushi making are actually influenced by samurai culture? So the next time you savor a sushi roll, remember you're partaking in a legacy that's centuries old. In the heart of modern Japan, the samurai spirit lives on, one sushi roll at a time.